Welcome back to Online Marketing TV. We're here with Dave Lewis. Dave, welcome.
Thanks.
So let's start off as we always do. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, your background, so everybody knows the man behind the camera.
All right, well, I'm the founder and CEO of DemandGen, and we're a marketing automation consulting firm. So we really specialize helping clients who get marketing automation systems, beyond that, really getting full advantage of it.
Cool. So background, before you did this, what were you doing before? Kind of what's the history look like?
Yeah, I was actually a client of Eloqua's. I brought in marketing automation and CRM back in about 2003 to a company called Ellie Mae.
2003,
Yeah,
really?
wow,
Was there such thing as marketing automation in 2003?
I didn't know of it at the time, but discovered it and kind of fell in love with the whole concept that marketing finally had software to do the kind of things that we were formerly having to code or work with IT on, so we could control our destiny a lot more and build the kind of nurturing systems and scoring systems that we had been doing much more manually before.
So does Eloqua owe all their success to you in helping pioneer this whole space since 2003?
I think I owe my success to them. Yeah, it was a great discovery, and they were amazing. I was happy to be a client. They were a great company back in the day, but the whole way that we came to be was I started a user group in Silicon Valley and brought a bunch of marketing automation users together to kind of share recipes and ideas. And at that user group, I'd always get up and kind of moderate the group, and people would ask afterwards, hey, can you come back to the office? Can you help my team learn some of the things that you guys are doing? And you hear that enough times and you realize, oh, there's an opportunity.
There's a business here, yeah?
Yeah, so that's how DemandGen actually got started. And
awesome.
We've done about 200 engagements since then, and like I said, mostly what we do is focus on people who have the system, going beyond that, doing nurture and scoring systems and aligning sales and marketing through the systems.
Good. Well, you're one of the more well-known names and faces out in DemandGen space. Talk to me about when you get to look at this whole industry, kind of what you're seeing here in the year to come that you think is really going to start to change the way we look at it. Because we've been talking about things like the revenue marketer, and we've been talking about marketing automation and making things easier. But is this the year that we're really going to start to, en masse, make progress, or we still got some struggles ahead of us to kind of make this really flow for the mainstream marketing professional?
I think the market in general is still in the early stage. I don't think we've crossed that chasm, as they say. I think a lot of the companies, the vendors, are talking about things that you can do with the system like revenue performance management that's almost further than maybe where the messaging should be today. That's a big payoff. There's no doubt that getting these systems can have a dramatic impact in that area, but most of the marketing community is still struggling with just capturing leads off their website, getting that into the CRM, moving away from batch and blast marketing, and carrying a conversation through nurturing. So the fundamental reasons that people bought these systems, why I bought these systems years ago, are still the reasons people are buying them today. And I think we got to watch that those marketing messages don't get too far away from really the immediate payoff. Can we measure marketing? Can we measure marketing's contribution to revenue? Absolutely. But nobody's really waking up with that pain point right now. They hear it on a regular basis that they need to do more of that. But the fundamental pains are all my leads are duplicated if I don't have these systems. I don't have a way to do anything more than a one and done campaign, so a nurturing system. And I don't have a way to prioritize leads for sales or even show them what matters, so I need a scoring system. Those are the real fundamentals that you got to get in place before you start showing your contribution to revenue.
I love it. So talk to me a little bit about how folks are implementing and how they are really leveraging the best practices out there. Maybe actually we'll turn that question to what's kind of a best practice you're seeing unfold that's really starting to drive the needle forward? Like what's some commonality of success and what does that look like?
Right. Well, the conference here that we're at is a great range of everything that's happening in marketing, from search to social and just even down to landing page optimization. You really see a broad spectrum. In the marketing automation space, kind of narrowing into that, the trend that we're seeing is this understanding that you can align sales and marketing together through these systems. That the process isn't anymore, just generate as many leads as possible, throw them over to sales, and one day that they'll like you. That is never going to happen through that process. But if you can create actually what I call a marketecture, I don't think I coined the word,
marketecture,
but I use the word, this infrastructure design that aligns the two departments. They're two different departments, but they're basically one function, and that's to generate demand for the company. So the trend we're seeing is, adhering to new languages, the taxonomies, like the series decisions model, having a waterfall taxonomy, and then not just putting that on a PowerPoint, but actually putting that into a system. And so that when someone responds to a campaign, marking it as an inquiry, scoring it, if it scores high enough, move it down into a qualified lead, and really taking this concept of a funnel and operationalizing it. And that's a trend that we're seeing with our corporate enterprise customers, and it's certainly coming downstream.
I love it. You heard it here first, marketecture.
Architecture.
Great. Thanks for joining us.
All right, good seeing you.
See you back soon.